Hello friends, welcome back. I hope you are doing just fine. Just loosen up my curls a little bit because I did like this sock method, the socks with the thin, and oh my god, these curls, they're so cute, but some are super tight. Anyways, let's begin. I hope you enjoy this different lighting. I've made some switches with my lights, and yeah, some of you noticed, and always working to better my content, and I appreciate when you love it and when you let me know if you like it or not. So let's talk about these palette from Natasha. This is her Berry Pop Chic Trio. She's released few items for Valentine's. She always has a beautiful Valentine's collection release. Like the most epic one for me was when she's released the palette. This one. When she's released the Love palette, I remember like it was yesterday. And I actually wanted to put this on my eyes, but I thought maybe we could try to use the palette on our eyes. Why not? So we're gonna go ahead and do so. Towards the end of the video, we are gonna do some swatching, comparing some shades, like especially this deep shade. We're gonna compare it to the one in her Bloom palette. This one right here, because it really reminded me of that. She's released a lipstick, a lip liner, and then the Chic Trio. This Chic Trio is gonna retail for $71. It's a stunning assortment of soft cranberry hues, blush, and highlighters in lightweight vegan formulas designed to deliver radiant flush to cheeks. I purchased mine from Beautylish. This is available over on her website, and I believe it's coming to Sephora anytime soon. All links will be below if you're interested. This is what the palette looks like. It's a beautiful red compact, and these are the shades inside. A Dream Glow powder, which is the highlighter. We get a tinted glow cream base, which is this one here, and then we get a cream blush, which is this one here. Go ahead and begin with the middle shade. This is a cream. Oh wow, it is pretty. Oh, it is a glowy. Love this shade. I hope you can see that glow. It is a gorgeous, very neutral shade, not really intimidating whatsoever. It's very soft, and I feel like it's gonna complement multiple skin tones. Now let's do the deep shade all by itself. I just flip my brush, and yeah, this is pigmented, and it is a cream, so I'm going to unload a little bit here in my hand. Wow, it is so pigmented. I unloaded my brush, but it's still so pigmented. I'm gonna take another brush to help blend these edges here. It is a beautiful glowy product. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I knew I would. I saw these shades and I knew. Look at this. You can blend it to the softest cranberry shade, and then you have this beautiful pinky shade. Let me clean up my hands. Now I'm gonna take the lighter shade and I'm gonna apply a little bit here. We're gonna attempt to just even both sides out. And that was clearly too much. Let's back up a little. 2 hours after of a blending because these are so pigmented, especially this side. I applied too much of the cranberry shade, but yeah, these are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shades. I love them both. I love them together. I love them individually. Now let's go ahead and apply the highlighter, and I'm scared for the highlighter because it looks so icy and I don't really love these kind of shades, but yeah, I think I just have to be very strategic. Yeah, I don't want to apply too much because I know it'll, yeah, it'll look a little, that is good. If I don't get carried away, apply some setting spray. I want to use a little bit of the shade. Look how pigmented on my lips. Beautiful cranberry shade. I love it. Now let's go ahead and apply it on our eyes. So I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to do a one and done situation. So I'm only going to apply this shade very lightly. I don't want to pack it on. Like so. Very softly. That's all I want to do. I'm just going to flip my brush now and I take the highlighter for my inner corner. I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to apply the same color to my lower lash. Alright friends, and this is our completed makeup application and I'm obsessed. Like let's take a sec to appreciate this glowy complexion. I just love it. I absolutely love it. I love them individually. I love them together. I was so afraid of the highlighter in here because it just looked so silvery and I think it would not complement my complexion, but I think it was key to just use a small blending brush and not just go ham, strategically placing that highlighter where it's supposed to go. You know, it is perfection. I love it. I love this little palette. It's so beautiful. I love it for my eyes though because it is a beautiful one and done situation if you really wanted to. I feel like this is an appropriate Valentine's look, you know. It's very girly, super feminine. The shade that I applied all over my lid just blended by itself, very easy. You could totally pack this on. I did not want it. I wanted a wash of the color, and that's what I did. And then the highlighter in the inner corner, I feel like it brings a ton of brightening, you know, to that area. And then just tapping that shade on my lips, I felt like it was a cute touch as well. Just a whole monochromatic look with the palette. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's swatch. So we'll do this shade here first. Is this a cream or is this... It is a cream blush, but it feels like a powder. This is so pigmented. I hope you can see the glow it gives. I'll do a little more just because I have those ridges right there on my hand where I decided to apply the highlighter, but it's so beautiful, so glowy. I love this cranberry shade. It's so complimentary. Now, the second does feel more like a cream. The first one truly feels like a powder. Maybe it's one of those. Ooh, stop, guys. Check this shade out. Wow. It is a beautiful, beautiful layering blush. I wonder why I'm so glowy. Girl, this is so stunning, and I love it because it doesn't really emphasize, you know, my texture. I don't feel like it does. It looks so beautiful. It didn't lift my base that I had completely done. Now let's do a heavy swatch. Ooh, of this highlighter. Yeah, she's very pigmented. It is beautiful. You can see it is silvery, but yeah, it complements me too. It is not really silvery, I'm lying. It is actually, it is a neutral shade. Yeah, it is pretty neutral. It is gorgeous. That was a powder. Well, let's swatch these, shall we? Because they both look similar, like these shades up in the palette. So we'll do, no, this is too light. Yeah. And then this is the cranberry shade. So I say they're very similar. They're in the same, you know, family. You can see. But this is very creamy, and this is more like a powder. I also love this little palette that just released a few Valentine's ago, but I feel like this cream is, yeah, it's very different. Just in case you are wondering and you have it in your collection, I'll swatch it here for you so you can see that that one is a pretty much matte shade, and it leans really peachy against these really berry shades. So now, just in case you're wondering about her face palettes, we'll swatch them too, because I always don't swatch because, oh, I don't think they're similar, but then someone wants to see it, so why not? We have, here is the light, and of course this is like, this is an ad, but I feel like maybe the highlighter could be similar. This is in the light palette. So let's do, yeah. The highlighter is very similar. This one is a little bit more rosy, but you can see it's very neutral. And it is quite similar to the one that we find in the palette. And then this is the blush, which is very neutral. Just in case, again, you are wondering. Now let's do the deep palette. In the deep palette, we have a really golden highlighter, which I don't think is similar at all. And then this is, again, not really similar whatsoever, but we'll swatch them. So here is the highlighter. It's quite gold, you see. And then we'll do, this one is a terracotta shade. And I feel like that's what I have from Natasha. Other than those Natasha products, I thought of this guy from Patrick Ta, but I'll put them side by side. You can see Patrick Ta is really rich, like the cream is. But let's swatch the powder. So I feel like the powder, I'm gonna put it right at top here. Oh yeah, the powder is even deeper. So you can see it's richer, just a touch richer than Natasha. But I think that if you blended enough and if you applied less of the product, you're gonna end up with a very similar you know, look. All right, friends, those are all the comparisons and the demo that I had for you. I love this palette. Again, I just feel like it's so juicy, so glowy, so beautiful. I love the formula. I feel like it's gonna be very complementary to multiple skin tones, so that's really good. Let me know down below, what do you think of the palette? Are you interested in shopping the palette, or if you have any comparisons in mind, we could take it over on my Instagram stories. Thank you, friends, for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you next one. Bye.